Hey, what's good, YouTube? Today I'm gonna react to my nigga Jimmy. This couldn't have gone any worse. Okay, so the thumbnail is obviously, Dylan Brooks and LeBron. Dylan Brooks, from what I heard, hey, the Grizzlies ain't gonna re-sign this nigga because he was talking too much shit and his stats is trash. How he performed was trash. He supposed to be a fucking great defender. His ass got cooked by a 38 old ass LeBron. He got cooked by him. His shooting was atrocious. Man shot like 30% from three, 30% from the field or some shit. Trash. That nigga's useless. But let's see. Dylan Brooks, he's going to Shanghai. He's going to China. He's done. But let's get into a reaction.
Some guys just want to be the villain. Bill Laimbeer made a career out of being the villain.
Yeah.
Kevin Garnett and Rasheed Wallace spent their entire careers terrorizing the NBA.
Damn.
They loved it. Dennis Rodman's sole mission was to pester the other team into submission. Latrell Sprewell choked out his own coach. For better or for worse, the NBA needs a villain. Someone we can all rally together and root against. And right now, that villain is Dylan Brooks. Or at least, that's what he thinks. Because this season alone, Dylan Brooks has managed to become public enemy #1 by getting into fights with Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Anthony Edwards, Pascal Siakam, Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, Chris Middleton, Draymond Green, James Harden, 7'2", 300-pound Joel Embiid, half the Spurs roster, and Shannon freaking Sharp. It's almost as if Dylan Brooks woke up one day and made a list of the greatest active NBA players and said, "F it, I'll take all of them." This has to be some sort of NBA record, a speed run on how to be.
Like, bro, I wouldn't have a problem. I would honestly like Dylan Brooks, like, for him being a villain, if he was actually good, bro. If he actually was, like, a lockdown defender, a fucking pest, like, then I'd be like, okay, good shit. Like, bro, do your shit. Talk your shit. And it's like, if he was actually, like, at least decent on offense, but, like, this nigga thinks he's a fucking superstar and shit. But it's like, I lost respect for this man when after LeBron dropped, what was it? What game was it? I think it was game 4, game 5 or whatever, right? This nigga LeBron dropped 20 and 20 on this man. This man stopped going to the, post game. Stop taking questions and shit. And it's like, nigga, what's good? You was talking all that shit before. You was like, bro, LeBron's old. He's old. Then he dropped a 20 and 20 piece on your ass. Then your ass was quiet for the rest of the series. Like, nigga, what? Bro, how when you up, you want to talk all this shit, but when you down, you want to duck the smoke. Nigga was running away from the smoke, my nigga. Like, nah, man. Can't be respected now.
Despised by everyone.
Nigga running from the smoke.
The players Brooks decided to go after this season, of all the great players he provoked and pissed off on his way to 6 points and 3 rebounds on 38% shooting,
Jesus Christ.
I think Dylan Brooks missed the memo on LeBron James.
Bro, he ran away from the
this
smoke.
ain't the bear you want to poke. See, in the NBA, there is a fragile balance between how good a player is and the acceptable amount of annoyance they are granted. Shout out to June Lee from ESPN for this concept because it explains this duality perfectly. Now, the better a player is, the more annoying he's allowed to be. For example, Joel Embiid is fairly annoying, but he's really good, so he's way above the threshold. Giannis isn't really annoying at all, and he's the best player in the league, so he's about as far above the threshold as you can get. Right next to Nikola Jokic. And most elite players around the league fall somewhere in this region. Guys like LeBron, Steph, Lillard, Tatum, Butler, really good and just annoying enough to make it fun. But this is a delicate thing to maintain. Because when you're good enough, you can be about as annoying as you want to be, until you're not good enough and become unanimously insufferable. Ben Simmons is the poster child for this phenomenon. But Draymond Green and Chris Paul have also fallen victim to this as well. Really annoying and slowly declining in ability as the years go along. Now, some players have actually had an opposite trajectory. Not that good and extremely annoying early on in their career, but as their game improved, their antics have decreased. The redemption arc. You love to see it. But some players have taken it upon themselves to be as annoying as humanly possible while refusing to hold up their end of the bargain.
They got Zaza
Instigators who have absolutely...
Do Zaza even fucking play on an NBA team? I don't even know.
No reason to be the way they are. Players like Pat Bev, Marcus Morris, Tristan Thompson, and even going back in time, there's been some absolute villains throughout NBA history. And yet, somehow, Dillon Brooks has found a way to be worse than all of them. Never before have I seen a player who is as unanimously disliked as Dillon Brooks is. And of all the things the game has to offer, of all the ways he...
And because he talks so much shit and trash. Like, bro, no one got a problem if you want to talk shit and you actually good. You can't talk shit and be dog shit at the same time, bro. You can't. You just can't. You can't, bro.
Poking the bear is his specialty. Even worse, he's not very good at that either. Because even the worst villains understand that there are some players
you just
really don't want to piss off.
Yes.
They aren't fazed by your trash talk, but they will ruin you for trying it. These players are on the do not trash talk list. It's an exclusive club, and once a player joins it, the league comes to a silent agreement to
I gotta react to that Jimmy game,
jab, or trash talk that player. Now, any player can break this agreement if they so choose, but not without severe consequence. Larry Bird would often get challengers brave enough to trash talk him, and the result was always the same: humiliation and regret. Michael Jordan established his position on the do not trash talk list early on in his career, but that didn't stop the occasional lunatic from stepping out of line and testing it. Unfortunately for them, Michael had an unhealthy relationship with squashing marginal NBA talent into irrelevance. The result of this was always a career night for Jordan and a downward spiral of shame for the opposition. Kobe was MJ's successor on this list, and right when the league thought that no one was exempt from some competitive banter, Kobe picked up right where Jordan left off and never missed the opportunity to make another man regret his decision to pick up a basketball. How quickly can I make a man want to quit his profession? Well, let's find out. If you trash talk the players on this list, they won't just give it right back to you. They become obsessive, driven to make sure that you become acutely aware of the fact that you are inferior. It's psychotic, really. And among active players, LeBron is the natural successor to Kobe in this regard. Time and time again, over the course of LeBron's career, players have attempted to trash talk him, to get the best of him. And time again, LeBron is given no choice but to remind them exactly why that's the worst decision they've ever made on a basketball court. But unlike his predecessors, there's one thing missing about LeBron and his presence on the court: fear. It's been said by countless players across generations that opposing players feared the likes of Bird and Mike and Kobe, but despite being the most daunting force of his generation,
they don't fear
LeBron James isn't necessarily feared. At least that's what some players say. This idea that as great as LeBron is, he isn't the killer that those players were. Which is weird because I've watched LeBron's entire career and I vividly remember this, and this, and this, oh, and this, and every other player who stepped out of line getting walked like a dog by LeBron James. Now, most players across the league know that this line of thinking, that LeBron isn't feared, is absolute horseshit. Dillon Brooks is not one of those players. And so, in an attempt to find some sort of value to his team, Dillon Brooks begins his campaign to annoy the hell out of LeBron. Disrespecting him in the middle of games, calling him out in interviews, saying he's old, he's washed up. LeBron hadn't earned Dillon's respect yet. Despite Brooks' 5-14 career record against LeBron and the atrocious gap in head-to-head performances, Dillon Brooks was incessant, determined. It got so bad that even Skip Bayless, the LeBron hater, wanted LeBron to shut the kid up.
I seethe over this to the point that I want LeBron to destroy this man.
Destroy this man.
So out of bounds.
Destroy this man is crazy.
It's so uncalled for. It's so beneath the dignity of one LeBron Ramon James that he can destroy this kid if he so chose to.
Man, I wanted LeBron to drop 40 on him, but man, he gave him 20 and 20, so hey, that's 40. That's 40.
And then to top off all the antics,
20 and 20 is 40.
The final nail into the coffin when he said this about LeBron and the Lakers leading into the playoffs.
But I wouldn't mind playing LeBron in a 7-game series. The legacy's there. First time back in the playoffs, knock him out right away in the first round.
And that was it. Unbeknownst to him.
Yeah, man, we smoking on that Grizzly pack strong. That shit hit. Okay.
Brooks had just
sent their ass home. It's Paredes on my city.
The outcome was already determined. The kid flew too close to the sun, and his fate
and he burnt out.
Was sealed. Lakers get out to a 2-1 lead in the series. That's not the end of the world. You can still come back from that. Los Angeles Lakers have the Grizzlies
3-1.
on the brink of elimination. Dillon Brooks picks up James. He wanted James. He gets him.
Cooked him. Cooked him. Cook him. A 38-old ass man killed this man, Dillon Brooks. This nigga, bro, he got bullied to the rack, bro. He got, look at this, got bullied to the rack, bro. Yeah, Braun, flex.
All right.
3-1.
A historic night for LeBron. Not a good look for old Brooks. He should probably turn it up if he wants to salvage this year.
Then they got blown off the fucking floor.
It's not quite winter for LeBron James. Los Angeles Lakers will advance by virtue of a 125-85 win.
No, I poke bears. I don't respect no one until they come and give me 40. So,
Bro,
I pride myself on,
bro, you got cooked by 40,
defense,
and you dropped a 20 game on your ass.
Of all the outcomes and ways this entire saga could have ended, Brooks found himself right in the middle of the worst one. Get outplayed every single game? Check. Have a historic night dropped right on your head? Check. Get ejected from a game at the hands of the guy you were trash talking? Check. Get sent home in the first round as the 2 seed by the old guy you went out of your way to disrespect? Check. Must we not forget, this is what Brooks wanted, and it's what he got. But you want to know what's worse than an obscure NBA player trying to be the villain? An obscure NBA player trying to be the villain, but after seeing the mess he's made, decides halfway through a playoff series that he doesn't want to be the villain anymore. Because after getting ejected from Game 3, Dillon Brooks had the audacity to say that we, the fans,
he blamed the fans, media making me a villain. Like, nigga, what, you wanted to be a villain the whole entire time? Like, shut up, bro. Shut up. Just accept it. Accept you talking all this shit and got your ass cooked. Just say you got cooked, bro. Bro, you the villain because you talk all this shit and you trying to be the villain, bro. You trying to be the Draymond for the Grizzlies. But you ain't him, nigga.
Are making him out to be the villain.
Media making me a villain, the fans making me a villain, and then that just creates a whole different persona on me. So now you think I intended to hit LeBron James in the neck.
That's right. It's our fault. It couldn't be the season-long pest crusade he went on or the direct trash talk he was doing all season. It's just merely our perception on it. But wait, there's more. Because after LeBron went for a historic 20-20 in Game 4 and laid the dagger right on Brooks, the man refused to talk to the media and avoided all questions and interviews after the game.
Man.
How ironic. You mean this guy doesn't want to do a post-game interview? But at the end of the day, you take your L and you move on. Dillon Brooks, like countless players before him, learned the hard way that he just isn't that guy. I mean, how much worse can this possibly get?
According to a new report from Shams of The Athletic, the Grizzlies told soon-to-be free agent Dillon Brooks he's not coming back to the team under any circumstances.
Go to Shanghai, sir.
Take that back. This is literally the worst case of mess around and find out I've ever seen in my life.
Facts.
Now, I've seen players get humiliated, sent home, benched for talking too much. But in all my days, I have never seen a player, a starter in the NBA, get released because he was talking too much trash. Even his own team said, all right, buddy, that's enough out of you. And it's not like Brooks was a bad player, mediocre for sure, but for the Grizzlies to go to this extent to make sure that he never costs them another playoff series again is actually insane. Here's the thing. If you are going to be the bad guy, a pest, the villain, you have to embrace it. And you have to accept what comes with it. Patrick Beverley is about as unapologetic as one man can be. He's insufferable, and he'd have it no other way. Draymond Green is a jerk, an instigator, and he knows it. Trae Young loves being the villain. Dillon Brooks does not. Because as a wise man once said, everybody acting tough when they're up. Now that LeBron is older, he's slowed down, he gets injured more often, can't jump as high or run as fast. Some players are beginning to think that LeBron is no longer on the do not trash talk list. That the door has opened back up and they can talk smack without consequence. But even in his ancient age, 20 years of mileage, and apparently not being one of the most feared players in the NBA, LeBron still managed to teach Brooks a lesson he'll never forget. Some bears just ain't worth poking.
Facts.
Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, until next time.
Another great video for fucking Switch out, but you already know we smoking on that Grizzly pack strong. And Dillon Brooks, he ran away from the fucking smoke. Like bro, you can't be out here talking all this shit. Then when your ass get cooked, you don't want to take no questions after the game. Like, bro, and it was like for like what 3 straight games. He didn't go to the post game conference. Like he didn't want to answer no questions. That's why he got fined like what 25K I think. But it's like, bro, you are like. Bro, soft ass nigga, bro. You trying to become the villain, trying to become the Draymond, the Pat Bev for the damn Grizzlies. And look, once your ass got cooked, you're done. You're done. Okay, Dillon Brooks, I don't know where he's heading. Because the Grizzlies ain't gonna re-sign his ass, so I don't know. He might go to the. Honestly, I don't know what team would pick him up. Be honest. Like I don't know. Maybe go to the Rockets or some shit. I don't fucking know. But I don't know any contender team that will want him really. Maybe for like he's a good defender, like he's a good defender. Offensively, he kind of ass, like he can't shoot. His forms stink. What's it called? Like he's not really efficient. Let's see. Maybe someone pick him up just so he could be like a good defender. But bro, I don't know any competitive championship team that would want to pick him up though. Like maybe one of the like rebuilding teams or just trying to make the play-in. Maybe pick him up. Might pick him up and shit. But I don't see like a contender want to pick up Dillon Brooks, to be real with you. But like, comment, subscribe. Suggest anything else you want to react to. Down below in the comments. But check out in the next one.